Movies may seem flawless, but what happens when actors just can't keep a straight face? Have you ever wondered how many hilarious bloopers never make it to the final cut? From talking pug troubles in Men in Black to Benicio del Toro's unexpected gas attacks in The Usual Suspects, some scenes were nearly impossible to finish. Here are hilarious moments when actors lose it on movie sets.
They're rehearsing a ventriloquist act.
The galaxy is here!
In Men in Black, Tommy Lee Jones had to interrogate a talking pug named Frank. The scene may have looked easy in the final cut, but in reality, it was anything but. The pug, named Mushu in real life, wasn't in the mood to cooperate. Instead of sitting still, he kept moving around and barking at Tommy, making it impossible for him to stay serious. At one point, Tommy tried to shake his head angrily at the dog, but the moment he did, Mushu barked right back. This had everyone, including Will Smith, laughing off camera. "Come on, just stay still," Tommy muttered between takes, but the dog had other ideas. The scene had to be shot multiple times before they finally got a version where Tommy could keep a straight face.
How many keys, you cocksucker?
In English, please.
One of the most iconic scenes in The Usual Suspects happens when the main characters stand in a police lineup and are asked to repeat the line, "Give me the D's keys, you D sucker." Each actor delivered the line differently, making the scene unintentionally hilarious. However, what really made it hard to keep a straight face was Benicio del Toro. The actor had a habit of farting during each take, and the rest of the cast just couldn't hold back their laughter. "I swear it wasn't me," one actor joked. Even the director found it funny, but had to remind the actors, "All right, let's at least get one take where you guys don't laugh."
Oh, well, in that case...
Daniel Day-Lewis is famous for his intense method acting, rarely ever breaking character. But even he isn't immune to a good laugh. While filming There Will Be Blood, there was a moment when something went wrong during a dramatic scene. "We take this very seriously," he said in character. But right after, someone in the background dropped a prop, making a loud noise. Daniel tried to continue, but the absurdity of the moment got to him. He started laughing so hard that even the director had to call cut. It was one of the rare times the Oscar-winning actor couldn't hold it together.
Which was a form of self-loathing, and yeah, I thought it would be funny.
One of the most painful yet funniest scenes in The 40-Year-Old Virgin is when Steve Carell's character gets his chest waxed. What makes it even better is that the pain was 100% real. Instead of using fake hair or special effects, Steve actually got waxed on camera. "You chose to do this to yourself?" one of his co-stars asked in disbelief. The moment the first strip was pulled off, Steve screamed in pain. He even yelled at the woman waxing him. The actors around him were supposed to stay in character, but they couldn't stop laughing. Even the director admitted later that it was one of the funniest moments to film because nothing about it was fake. Back in the classic TV days, bloopers weren't as common, but they still happened. In the Andy Griffith Show, Don Knotts, who played Deputy Barney Fife, once struggled to get through a simple scene without laughing. The scene had to be reshot over 20 times because Don just couldn't hold it together. "Don, come on, just one take without laughing," Andy Griffith begged him. Even when they finally got a clean take, you can still see Andy slightly smirking in the final cut.
You are so great, I love you.
Friends is full of bloopers, but one of the funniest moments happened during the famous turkey head scene. In this episode, Monica puts a turkey on her head to cheer up Chandler. But what fans don't know is that Courtney Cox, Monica, actually had trouble balancing the turkey during filming. "This thing is heavier than it looks," she complained. Every time she tried to move, the turkey wobbled, making her co-stars burst into laughter. In some takes, it even fell off, forcing them to start over.
Hello, Clarice. It's good to see you again.
In The Cable Guy, Jim Carrey's character puts chicken skin on his face and does an eerie impression of Hannibal Lecter. This wasn't in the script. Carrey came up with it on the spot. "Hello, Clarice. It's good to see you again," he said in a creepy voice. Matthew Broderick, who was in the scene with him, couldn't hold back his smile. This bizarre yet hilarious moment even inspired kids at medieval times in Dallas to imitate the gag while playing with their food.
Luther. Oh, God. Sorry.
In Season 2 of The Umbrella Academy, there's a scene where Luther farts in an elevator, leaving his siblings disgusted. What fans didn't know is that this wasn't originally in the script. "Oh my God, Luther, that smells amazing," Robert Sheehan, who plays Klaus, improvised. Tom Hopper, Luther, later admitted that the scene was impossible to film without laughing. The bloopers show the entire cast breaking down every time they tried to stay serious.
Holy cops, you're fucking crazy. Stop it now, will ya?
Listen, I got money for that fucking commercial, you know. Fucking commercial, you don't got my money?
One of the funniest unscripted moments in Goodfellas happened when Maury's wig unexpectedly fell off. The scene wasn't planned, but Ray Liotta, playing Henry, stayed in character and laughed right along with it.
I got money for that fucking commercial, you know. Fucking commercial, you don't got my money? You don't got my...
"You got money for that commercial, but you don't got my money," he joked, making the moment even funnier. This natural reaction made the final cut, adding to the film's realism.
Studied the ancient teaching of booty. Booty.
Cheese!
The Rush Hour movies are packed with action, but the funniest moments happened behind the scenes. Jackie Chan, known for his incredible stunts, was still learning English at the time. His mix-ups with words often led to hilarious bloopers. "Freeze!" Chris Tucker yelled in one take. "Cheese?" Jackie Chan responded, completely confused. Chris Tucker couldn't stop laughing, and neither could the crew. Jackie's unpredictable energy made for some of the best outtakes in the series.
"I would like to rear up and jackknife my legs and kick you both in the fucking jaw with my foot bone."
Melissa McCarthy is a master of improvisation, and one of her funniest moments happened in This Is 40. In a heated scene, her character yells at Leslie Mann and Paul Rudd's characters, going off script with even crazier insults. "Everybody hates you. They hate your stupid bob haircut." Paul Rudd and Leslie Mann couldn't keep a straight face. The extended blooper reel shows them laughing so hard that they had to reshoot multiple times.
Look, I'm not paying you to do whatever it is you're doing out here.
Fine. So don't pay me.
In American Beauty, there's a scene where Carolyn tells Lester that she's ready to go while he's smoking pot with Ricky outside a restaurant. The moment wasn't supposed to be funny, but something about it made Kevin Spacey burst out laughing. Wes Bentley, who played Ricky, also lost it. Since the laughter was real, the director decided to keep the scene, making it feel even more authentic. In Monty Python's Life of Brian, there's a scene where a Roman officer, played by Michael Palin, talks about someone named Biggus Dickus. The extras playing the guards were ordered not to laugh under any circumstances. Otherwise, they'd be fired. But Michael Palin went all in, exaggerating his pronunciation and adding ridiculous expressions. The guards tried their best to stay serious, but you can see some of them struggling in the final cut. Even Palin himself almost lost it during a close-up. "Do you find the name Biggest Dickus funny?" he asked, barely holding it together. This moment became one of the most famous bloopers in comedy history.
I love you.
During The Duelists, there's a scene where DeHuberts asks Adele to marry him. It was supposed to be a serious moment, but Adele unexpectedly started laughing. The reason? A horse on set had a very noticeable and awkward problem. Let's just say it was feeling way too excited. Director Ridley Scott later explained she couldn't keep a straight face. Everyone was trying not to laugh, but it was impossible. The crew eventually had to reshoot the scene, but the moment became an inside joke.
Lemon twist is good. You should try it.
No, I'm fine.
I see you look at this space.
Eddie Murphy's character, Axel Foley, is known for being quick-witted, but one of his funniest moments happened completely by accident. Right before filming a scene in Beverly Hills Cop, Murphy took his first sip of coffee. That sudden caffeine rush made him talk faster than usual, leading to a high-energy improvised story about Rosewood and Taggart. John Ashton, who played Taggart, tried his best to stay serious, but if you watch closely, you'll see him barely holding back laughter.
Mary, I never realized I had so many friends.
During It's a Wonderful Life, a crew member accidentally dropped some props off camera, causing a loud crash. Instead of breaking character, Thomas Mitchell, who played Uncle Billy, quickly covered it up by shouting, "I'm all right! I'm all right!" Jimmy Stewart, playing George Bailey, immediately laughed, and since the line fit the character so well, the director decided to keep it in the final cut.
That's it. I'm calling the conductor.
Suck a bag of dicks, lady.
Fuck you sideways, sir.
During Bullet Train, there's a scene where Brad Pitt's character, Ladybug, is talking to Lemon on the train. Everything was going as planned until an actor suddenly threw in an unexpected insult. "Conductor, suck a bag of dicks!" Brad Pitt and the rest of the cast were caught completely off guard. Their reactions of surprise and laughter were so genuine that it made the scene even funnier.
In this room, actually, Michael Gambon and Alan Rickman, and I think Alfonso was kind of coordinating it.
One of the funniest unscripted moments in the Harry Potter series happens when Hermione jokes about Ron's lack of emotional depth. "You have the emotional range of a teaspoon," she says. The line itself was scripted, but Emma Watson couldn't stop giggling after saying it. Daniel Radcliffe and Rupert Grint started laughing along with her, making the scene feel even more natural. Since their laughter fit the mood, the editors left it in. Which scene is your favorite? Do let us know in the comment section below, and for more such amazing videos, do subscribe to our channel.